Great, thank you. I'm Linda Hughes. I'm the CEO of the Great Ridge Company and also chair of the board of the Southeastern Software Association group within TAG. Thank you everyone for coming out. This is a great turnout. We've got a fun, what I hope will be a fun evening for you planned with a lot of awards to be handed out, which is always a good thing. These awards every year recognize companies and their teams that have demonstrated outstanding leadership and have built great software solutions. The focus of these solutions and the judging that we do is at making sure they have a significant positive impact on their customers, their business, or their community. And so we had a great group of companies this year represented. There are 5 different categories for the awards. The first one is the technology solution provider. Next is the corporate IT group, where Georgia leads, independent software companies, and emerging megatrend. And some of y'all may know SSA also has a Megatrends event, which will take place in the fall. And so these sort of join the events together, and we talk about the different megatrends that are coming up. And this way, we've already recognized some of the companies that would be involved in the Megatrends event as well, hopefully. So it's those are our 5 categories. The first thing we're going to do is recognize the finalists. This year, we had a record number of nominations and applications. We had over 125 companies apply for the awards, which is great. And that really represented one of the things that was great about this year is we kind of expanded the scope. A lot of times we say, well, you know, TAG is here in Atlanta, and so we get a bunch of Atlanta companies involved. We had representation from Macon in this year's nominees. We had representations from Savannah. So we're really branching out into some of the other Georgia locations that TAG has a presence. So we really appreciate that and appreciate everybody, you know, joining in and broadening the group of companies that had applied. So later today, you know, Georgia is really, and the whole of the Southeast is really big in the software and the technology community. All of y'all know, if you look at the number of companies represented here, you can see that. And later, Tino is going to talk just a little bit. Tino Mantella, the president of TAG, is going to come up and talk a little bit about Georgia and our role in the whole software industry. And then we're also fortunate to have John Marshall from AirWatch, and he will talk to us a little bit about what AirWatch is doing with their company. I think most of you know who AirWatch is, very well-recognized brand around town. So he'll give us a little background on them. But the first thing I want to do is make sure we also thank our sponsors. And some of our sponsors had tables at the back. I hope y'all got a chance to talk to them. There's some great companies. So Allied Business Solutions is one of our sponsors, AT&T, CompuWare, Partners Consulting, Quality Technology Services, and Span Systems. So if we can have a round of applause for our sponsors. So thank you very much. Y'all make this event possible. So we really do appreciate the sponsorship. And Span Systems has actually thrown a little challenge out there. They're giving away 2 Kindle Fires at the end of the evening. You must be present to win. So at the end of the evening, we'll do a little drawing. They've got the Fires here to give to you, and we really appreciate that as well. A little door prize for y'all. So the other thing I want to do is I want to thank the people that actually did all the hard work that made this event happen. We had co-chairs for the event this year. So one is Christine Conrado. Christine, if you'll stand. Thank you. Christine is with Partners Consulting. And then the other co-chair is Christine Collins with TriNet. Christine. So if you thought it was confusing to have 2 Christines, we actually had 2 Christine C's. So it was hopeless. And I, for one, stayed confused the entire time. But they did a great job. We had a large committee that helped. A lot of the members of the board took very active roles. We had some volunteers from the community that aren't even part of the board that participated as well. So it's been really great. And then, of course, we had our TAG liaison, Catherine Watson. Is she at the bar? Yeah, here she is, coming in the door. And Catherine just does a wonderful job keeping all of us organized, keeping us focused. So if I could get another round of applause for everyone who helped pull this together. It's been a great time. And lastly, I want to just congratulate the finalists. As I said, we had over 125 companies apply. So that's a lot of companies vying for what's basically these 5 awards. So it was great this year. Judging Our judging panel was very busy reading applications, and that takes quite a bit of time, but they were very dedicated, and we got through the judging fairly rapidly, so it really worked out great, and I thank all of y'all, and again, congratulations to the finalists and the fact that this became truly a statewide event this year, which is wonderful. So, yes, thank you. So now I want to introduce our MC. Our MC this evening is Richard Warner. He's probably familiar to a lot of you. For 30 years, he's been covering business and radio on TV in Georgia. He serves on the board of the Georgia Chamber and UGA's Journalism School. But the tech people won't hold that against you. It'll be all right. He's founder and CEO of What's Up Interactive, which is a digital agency that develops web, video, and social media content for companies and sales enhancement tools for mobile devices that market sales forces more effectively. What's Up Interactive's client list includes AT&T, Home Depot, Ingersoll Rand brands, Equifax, and Kaiser Permanente, just to name a few. He's a frequent speaker at national events, and next month he'll be speaking at the IT Security Summit in Naples. He's emceed dozens of events around town in Georgia, including Venture Atlanta and last year's TAG SSA Awards. So it's my pleasure to introduce Richard. Come up and get us going. Thanks.
Appreciate it.